you do BeastMaster, you do Young and the Restless. It feels like, or it sounds like, what I picked up is you never let go of that entrepreneurial side. Like you had that in 8th grade and you brought it with you to these shows, but you always had, the shows were really more of a conduit to allow you to continue your entrepreneur journey. That's
absolutely. Because I think at the heart of who everybody is, at the center of our being, we are something.
Yeah.
And I think that we're all born with a spirit or a drive or an ambition. And you hear too many stories of people going, I just never pursued it. I just didn't do it. And now on my deathbed, I regret it. Or they say, I went for it. And I got to tell you, I lost everything in the process. But then there was that one moment where something happened, and now you're doing an interview with them, and they've got their company and it's running and they're solving a pain point. It's just hard when you're in it. It's hard when you go, it's going to be this one. It's going to be this one. It's going to be this one. This is the time. This is the time. I'll tell you, so the AR experience, we really cornered this space. So I created this product called CPay. The website, if people want to see it, cpay.co. So CPay, SEEPAY.co. CPay was the world's first visual payment app. So for example, same use case. You're standing somewhere, I want to pay you. Right now, people use Cash App, use Venmo. Yeah. You have to go, hey, Roger, what's your Venmo? You have to tell me what it is. I'd have to enter it, send you money. If I make a typo, the money goes to the wrong Roger. Next thing you know, I can't get my money back. Yep. So I thought, how do we simplify this and create something? I see the person, I can be paid, or I can get paid or be paid, or pay or be paid. And so we created this product where I would be able to see you standing there, hold up my phone, my camera, see you, your avatar would appear. And if you go to cpay.co, there's a video of this, in-app version of it. I'm recording it with my son, actually, my 16-year-old when he was 12. And so I would have this app, you'd press the avatar, I could send you money using Apple Pay, Google Pay, credit cards, whatever. I thought, I've cracked the code. This is the new peer-to-peer payment system. So I knew a guy who was in payments, and I basically pitched it to him. And he's like, oh, that's cool. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. I said, well, okay, like I'm looking for investors, I launched the product on March 1st, 2021 in the dead of night. I dropped it on in the App Store, and I didn't want anyone to know it was there because I'm a great believer in organic precedes anything to do with paid advertising. Because if you don't have organic traction, you're wasting your time. You see it all the time in movies. No one wants to see the movie, but if you do enough ads and promos, someone will go and see it, but you'll still lose money on it. So the next thing you know, we've done $80,000 worth of transactions in 3 weeks. And I was like, wow. Didn't say a word about it to anybody. I'm like, it's picking up steam. It's going. So I go back to my guy and I say, look, $80,000 in 3 weeks. So he goes, okay, I'll take you to an investor friend of mine. Super wealthy guy. Like hundreds of millions of dollars, sold his company to Google. And I start Googling this guy and I read all these quotes. Being an entrepreneur is like this, and the entrepreneurial spirit, it's the grind. I'm like, oh my God, he gets it. He gets it. So we go to his house in Beverly Hills. My friend drives there in his Rolls Royce. So I go in a Rolls Royce. I'm like, this is it. Rolls Royce turning up this mansion in Beverly Hills, and I've got this product that no one's ever seen before, and it solves this pain point, and $80,000. I've got data now. It's not just like, look at what I've got. I've got data. Sure. I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe it. Walk in the house, we sit down, we talk, and So finally, the pitch time. So I demo the app, show him how it works, and then I'm waiting for him to say something. And he looks at me and he goes, so why would someone use this? And I'm like, oh, he's testing me. This is a test. This is a test. I'm not going to fail this test. I'm like, okay, what would someone use? I'm like, what's the answer to this question? And I default instantly without thinking about it. I said, that's a great question. I said, I want to do a little exercise with you. I said, it's 2021. Let's go back in time 10 years. It's 2011. And I've walked in, instead of talking about CPay, I'm sitting down and I've said to you right now, I've got this company. It's called Venmo. Right? And I'm pitching him how Venmo will let you do this and do that. Otherwise, what you do before, an ACH payment, or have to write a check out or give someone cash. I'd say, so using that same logic, if we were back in 2011, you would say to me, so why would someone use it? But now we know in 2021, the use case works. People want seamless, effortless payment systems. So we know Venmo works. So that's how I know it would work. Other than the fact we did $80,000 in transactions in 3 weeks in the dead of night, no advertising, nothing. He's thought about it. He goes, okay. But I understand why people use Venmo, but why would they use CPay? And at that point, I knew I wasn't going to have it. And I was crushed. Absolutely crushed. I raised $250,000 to build this. I spent a year building it, and it didn't go. And I was just absolutely crushed. So I learned a lot from that.
Let's say, there's a lot of lessons in there. I'd love to hear what lessons you took from it.
Majority of people fail their way upstream.
I like that.
Just because somebody's mega wealthy doesn't mean they're smart. Just because someone's an entrepreneur and they've had great success does not mean they have entrepreneurial spirit. Outside of all those seemingly negative things, which I told myself at the time, and I believe to be true, it wasn't meant to be for whatever reason it was. Because to think it was meant to be any more, it was meant to be more. You start becoming delusional. And once you're delusional, you're no longer living in reality. And reality stated either it's not meant to be now, or it may meant to be in the future, but it's just not meant to be now. So I kind of got to this place where I kind of applied that to more aspects of my life, saying, okay, if you can build CPay, and I said to the guy, prior to the big pitch, I explained to him my idea. I went out and raised the money. I found the developers. I built a tech product, software that had never been done before, has never been done since. I launched it. You think there must be something in the person that goes, fuck, that guy's tenacious.
Yeah, he won't give up.
I want to be with I want to work with people like that.
Yeah.
Because I've heard all these things, like all these great speeches from entrepreneurs go, VC people. When I heard this from a VC person, I almost was like, almost like threw my phone in the toilet. The person's like, I don't invest in the product. I invest in the person. I love when an entrepreneur comes in and they've had a failed product and they've got a second one, because that means they're tenacious and they keep going. And I'm like, fuck off. Just fuck off. Right? I'm like, you say it, but you don't mean it.
Yeah.
You don't mean it.
Yeah.
You know? So I kind of took from a lot of this, an acting lesson I'd learned as well. Like as an actor, I'd gone through maybe 4 or 5 agencies. So I finally ended up at a really good agency called ICM, which is one of the big 3 until it merged with CAA. And it took a long time to get there. And I remember, as I would always try and get an agent that was a little bit better, because the better the agent, the better the auditions. You can't get into certain projects with certain agents because they just won't see you, because you need to be with a bigger agency. So I finally got this agency, and I thought, oh, my doors are now going to get unlocked, right? But prior to that moment, when I'd gone through all these different agencies, you try and take general meetings with bigger agencies, and they don't want to touch you until you're actually making money. When you finally landed that job and you've broken through the glass ceiling, all of a sudden, everyone up here starts calling, going, we want you, we want you, we want you, but they don't want you until that happens. So maybe if I generated $1 million in revenue in a month, the guy's tune would have changed. I don't know. But either way, it wasn't in the cards. So I think with that mentality, you take that to everything you do. And it's either a survival mechanism, which it could be just a way of not losing your mind and going crazy and just quitting. Or it could be you finally come to the place where you understand the physics of our existence, which is, the rules of the universe, and is it predestined? Is it destined? Is it meant to happen? Is it God's will? And you kind of say to yourself, okay, I'm not going to fight this anymore. I'm just going to put it out there and see where it goes.
Yeah.
And you learn that with acting as well. You go on auditions where it looks like you're going to get the role, and you go home, you wait for a phone call, day passes, nothing. 2 days passes, 3 day passes. Ironically, I booked jobs 2 weeks, haven't heard a thing. All of a sudden, hey, you got the job. So you have to put it out of your mind.
Yeah.
You have to let it go. You've got to present it to the world, whether it be a brand, a product, whatever, and then just let it go. I mean, I would go to auditions, and you do the audition, you leave, and you'd sit in the car and you'd run the audition through your head for an hour. You'd redo the scene. I should have done like this, should have done like that. It's like you're going to a keynote speech, or you'll do some form of like presentation at a convention. You'll be like, oh, I should have done this, I should have done that. You can't beat yourself up. Get a bit of paper out, or use your phone, make the voice notes, write it down, learn from it, practice. And then if it's meant to be, it's meant to be.